Hey guys, Lagonius here, welcome back. Today we're going to do a breakdown of Season 9 of LIU Atlas. We're going to take a look at all 16 episodes plus a special edition episode, so follow me. Season 9 starts off on the industrious planet of Gergustio. Well, at least it used to be industrious. Gergustio has fallen on some hard times. The planet's economy is improving though, mostly due to its new industry, unapproved medical procedures. Get some kidneys for cheap, or some not-so-legal cybernetic enhancements. Doog is just happy to leave this place with all his organs intact. Next up is the newly discovered world of Graminbora. Doog meets up with a group of scientists that are trying to unlock the new world's secrets, from its herbivorous wildlife to its mysterious ancient temple. There's even signs that the native sentient life has had interactions with a more advanced society. What does Doog discover here? Episode 3 takes Doog to the red sand deserts of Susi Sabulum. The planet's cacti, called Sabu, are in high demand, but they're increasingly rare. Sabu seekers, called Reapers, brave the deserts and other Reapers, looking for the ripe Sabu. It's a lawless world that puts Doog into a few dangerous situations. What is the Sabu cacti used for that makes it worth such the risk? Doog encounters a lonely AI while visiting the E-Flow ring. The AI, called Divine Breath, is responsible for maintaining the ring's maintenance bots, as well as controlling the ring itself. The ring is an atmosphere scrubber, but the LIU has been using it for a more sinister purpose. Doog learns of the ring's grisly past while befriending the AI. Doog then visits the swamp world of Ludum. Ludum is famous for its ceramic mud called Lono. The native water-dwelling race mines the mud and sells it to the LIU. The world is also a symbolic representation of the unity of the three main races of the LIU. A rotating ambassadorial program shows the equality of the three races. Read this episode to get some backstory on the creation of the LIU. It turns out that the AI, Divine Breath, snuck aboard the Magellan's computer system. He no longer wished to be confined to the E-Flow ring. After a while though, DB starts to become a nuisance. His curiosity is driving the crew insane. And when he begins to access their browsing histories, the crew decides that he needs to go. That brings us to the only special edition episode of Season 9. The crew decide to dump the rogue AI on the planet Arhabo. There's a pawn shop here that saved them from financial difficulties in the past. They hope it could save them again. They need to sell DB to the pawn shop so they could buy a new computer, Sans AI. There's a problem though. The pawn shop owner remembers the crew. They've sold him some lemons in the past. Despite his mistrust, he reluctantly purchases the AI. When the crew returns the ship, they realize that DB is still on board. Looks like they accidentally ripped off the pawn shop owner again. They should probably never go back there again. Like, ever. The crew needs help removing the AI, so they come to the space city Arilator. This city houses a group called the Technocracy. If anyone can handle a rogue AI, it's them. The Technocracy serves as a technology broker within the galaxy. After some tense negotiations, the Technocracy removes their stowaway AI and returns their computer to working condition. See ya, DB. With the drama resolved, the season continues. Doog visits a small, iron-rich world of Haruspecs. The natives of the planet, called the Haru, have developed a method of divination that allows them to make really accurate predictions. Are they really that good at reading snail guts? Or are there other forces at work? Check out the episode to find out. Episode 8 takes place on the moon of Talpa. The moon's unique orbit takes it in and out of its planet's Van Allen belts, essentially irradiating the entire moon every 9 days. Life here has evolved underground where it's safer. One life form to evolve is the mole bear. These domesticated work animals help workers find fungi hyphae, mushroom roots, which are collected by shroomjacks. No, not lumberjacks, shroomjacks. Things sweeten up when Doog visits the planet Sakari. This ancient world is one of the galaxy's largest exporters of sugar. The sugar is derived from a native plant called Syrupus. While sugar is fun, the natives have come up with some more interesting things to do with the sweet Syrupus plant, like making teas, rums, and desserts. Their food and drink are famous, and they attract thousands of tourists. Doog gets like 6 cavities here. Things aren't quite as nice on the planet Aramita. This ocean world is populated with some of the crabbiest people in the galaxy. No, literally, it's inhabited by a crab-like race. Dugan and his crustacean guide check out the various animal life on the planet. Most of it is harvested for food. There is one creature that no one eats. In fact, they're locked away in secret facilities on various islands. What's so dangerous about these creatures? And what is LIU doing with them? Read it to find out. Hunger drives the crew to stop at the planet Putredo. It's listed in the catalogs as an agricultural world that specializes in pork products. What could go wrong in a bacon world? Apparently, a lot. The natives aren't making what the crew expected. They leave the world with broken hearts and a mild case of the meat madness. Next up is the planet Volocris, and it's not much better. Temperatures here are bitterly cold, averaging 40 degrees below zero. Despite the conditions, life has evolved on icy planet. Scientists believe the native life uses ISPs, or ice-structuring proteins, to survive. They hope to unlock the secret to these proteins so they can implement them into other species. Think how many more worlds could be inhabited with this new biotechnology. There's one problem though. The proteins are not easy to obtain, and there's more danger here than just getting frostbite. Episode 13 brings Doug to the Minxie service station. The cruise ship, the Magellan, is due for some much needed maintenance, and there's nowhere cheaper than the Minxie station. This place even pays you for the contents of your septic tanks. Doug actually likes this place, until he discovers what they do with the septic waste. Gross. The next episode switches up the format a bit. It doesn't focus on a star, planet, moon, or space station. Instead, it takes a look at a region of space along the Via-Room hyperspace route. The route is not perfect. Certain gravitational anomalies make the route dangerous and sometimes unpassable. To fix this issue, the LIU plotted an alternative hyperspace route called the Alpha Correction. The Alpha Correction is longer and therefore slower than the Via-Room hyperspace route. Most travelers prefer the old route, but they don't always have a choice. The point at which these two routes diverge is known as the Naufragus Point. The Naufragus Point is home to a small space station that monitors gravitational anomalies and directs ships accordingly. Of course, not everyone listens to the warnings, and their ships become disabled or destroyed. Dude gets to ride around with the salvage team, exploring these wrecked ships. Then it's off to Aren's Frux, a rather interesting agricultural world. The natives grow a type of grain called kaiseti. Like many grains, it's used to make simple things, like bread. The grain has a special characteristic that sets it apart from all the other grains. Kaiseti is loaded with the protein casein, which is usually found in milk. This allows the grain to be turned into a vegetarian cheese. Doug experiences an identity crisis when he finds out about kaiseti cheese. Can he like cheese anymore, knowing that it can be made from a plant? Season 9 wraps up on the gas dwarf Excelsus. Excelsus is home to the Lofted City, a floating, open-air arcology that rests in an oxygen-rich layer on the planet. The arcology houses some high-tech industries, and they've attracted a large population of upper-class, white-collar workers. Throw in the rich tourists, and you have one of the greatest cities in the galaxy. The Lofted City has some of the best shops, restaurants, clubs, and bars. It even offers a perfect location for air sports like ballooning and hang gliding. Doug would love to live somewhere like this, but we all know he'll never be rich enough to do so. He can dream though, right? And that is Season 9 of LIU Atlas. Here's some facts about the season. The season has 16 episodes and one special edition episode. This makes it the third longest season to date, just behind Season 7 and 5. The season fleshes out some of the history of the LIU. In the episode Lutum, we learn which three entities merged to form the LIU. And we also learn a bit more about the Mid-Rim Unification War that's referenced in dozens of other episodes. Season 9 focused heavily on the Galactic Bureaucracy, one of the three entities that formed the LIU. They previously controlled some of the planets we visited this season, like Gurgustio, Lutum, Sakurai, and Excelsus. Season 10 will start soon, so look out for new episodes in January. All but the newest episode is available for free on ludgonius.com. The newest episode is reserved for patrons only. If you want immediate access to this new content, just join us on Patreon. There's a link in the description. What did you think of Season 9? What's your favorite episode? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.